By the end of this video, I'm going to give you the formula that helped me to make a lot of money in this market. And it has helped many of my students. I know it can help you too. And the last one, it is very important. Make sure you stick up to the end, like and subscribe. Very many people, they start looking for what they don't have. They don't learn to protect what they have, and they end up losing what they have. I'm going to give you the formula that is going to help you to learn how to protect what you have so that you can multiply it. On the top of the list, we have the mathematics of expectancy. Many traders, they call it risk to reward ratio. Very many traders, they risk a rabbit to get a cow. It's okay. There is no problem with that. Others, they risk a cow to get a cow. So it depends on you, but there are others who don't want even to risk anything. When the trade is going against him, they start panicking, they start praying to God, God help me, it come back on my side. And you ask yourself, what are you risking to get what you want? They are risking nothing to get something. And in trading, it doesn't work that way. So we are going to use the example of betting. If you are betting on Real Madrid with Barcelona, you are having your $5. You are betting Real Madrid to win. That means that is your risk to reward ratio. You are risking $5 to get $5. And there is someone who is saying, me, I'm having my $5, but I'm betting on 10 teams to win. Arsenal, Manchester, Real Madrid. He is also betting $5 to make $50 on his bet. So that's what we call risk reward ratio. We go on our second stage, which we call you pay for what you get. So if you are risking a rabbit to get a cow, there is a cost, please. You don't think that you are going to risk your rabbit and you just go in the market and you get a cow. There is a cost. And that is statistically measured. We are going to see statistics with your risk reward ratio. If you are risking a rabbit to get a cow, we are also going to use examples in football. You are risking a rabbit to get a cow. You are like someone who is using $5 is betting it on 10 teams. So another one is using $5 is betting it on one team. So someone who is using $5 bet it on one team, for example, Real Madrid versus Barcelona, is going to get a reward of $5. And for you, we are using $5 on 10 teams, you are going to get a reward of $50. But there is what we call a cost. And here you must understand it. That cost is very important, and very many traders, they mess up here because that cost, it is going to help you to become a successful trader, or you stay in what we call boom and bust cycle. Because statistically, if we measure like in 100 trades, someone who has bet to Real Madrid with Barcelona in one game to win, and another one who has used the $5 to bet on 10 teams to win $50, is having higher chances of losing many trades. Remember, is having higher chances of me losing many trades when we sample in a large number, for example, in 100 sets. So, for example, in 100 sets, someone who's risking 1 to 10 is going to have a losing streak of over 10 trades. And my question is, my brothers and sisters, can you lose 10 trades in a row and you do what you are supposed to do? Me, I say I can't. That's why I risk a cow to get a cow. I'm risking $5 to get $5. Why am I saying that? If you risk $5 to get $5, here we are not planning, we are not looking for money. We are looking to instill the beliefs, to tell our brain that we can also make money in this market. You can make it on small income, but with time, you will keep increasing your risk to reward ratio. This is very important, and very many traders, they mess up here because you have your mentor. For him, he learned, is experienced, is making money in the market, is telling you, use 1 to 10. But me, I'm telling you, if you use 1 to 10, you are going to lose 10 trades in a row. And when you lose 10 trades in a row, it will be hard for you to come back and do what you are supposed to do. Even on 5 trade, you mess up, you will do over revenge trading, you will do over averaging, you know yourself. And for me, the thing that helped me, I started risking 1 to 1. And it is well fixed. I can't change it. So if you are risking 1 to 1, there is higher chances that on a losing streak, you can lose 3 trades in a row. So my question is if I lose 3 trades in a row, can I still do what I'm supposed to do? The answer is correctly yes. Yes, I will be feeling pain, but I will say at least on 4th trade I can win. And indeed, you can win. Statistically, there is higher chances of you winning. Like that, more than that person is risking 1 to 10. I want you to understand this. So me, I'm telling you, if you are a beginner, you have not yet made money in the market, the first risk what we call 1 to 1. Then with time, with your experience, you will keep increasing on your risk reward rate. But after instilling the beliefs, telling your brain that I can win in this market. By the way, this is very important. Very many people, they don't reach on that stage. I'm telling you that so that you can fight to reach on that level of instilling self-trust in you. Telling your brain that, yes, I can make it. You see, I had 1,000 and I managed to make 1,500. I had 1,500 and I managed to make it 2,000. I had 2,000 and I managed to make it 2,500. This is a marathon. It is not a race. If you are in race, very many traders, they mess up because they are in a race. They get $100, they want to multiply it to 8,000. It is impossible. You will break. You will lose your $100. That's why we'll be talking about prop firms in future. Because they can help you with your $100, you trade with the capital of 10,000 and you multiply. So if you stick to this channel, we are going also to give you a free education. To those guys who are subscribed in our Telegram group, make sure you are there. By the way, many traders, they always mess up here. I want to tell you something which is very important in risk management. Risk must be in dollar values, not in distance. And very many traders, sometimes they calculate their risk according to the distance. For me, I'm risking 10 pips on each trade. Now, for example, I wait for nail to sew up in the market. After sewing up, then I will put the stop loss on that nail, but I don't know how long will be that nail, and I must put the stop loss under the nail, like here. For example, here my stop loss can be here, down here on this level, on this nail. If it is down here on this nail, if it is down here on this nail, it is showing how many? For 20 pips. So it will be in 20 pips, like here. So very many traders, they say, for me, I risk only 20 pips. But you may find another smart, it is in 30 pips. And you must risk on each trade equally, because you don't know which trade will be winner, which trade will be a loser. Remember that there is no one who can predict the market. There is no one who can predict the market. You don't know when the win will come. You don't know when the lose will come. If I don't know when the win will come or the lose will come, but because I know I'm having the edge, I must do what I'm supposed to do. After the series of trades, I will come out as a winner. That means I must risk equally on each trade. And here we are not risking equally in pips. We are risking in dollar value. You have to understand this. For example, here it is 20 pips. 20. Let us say like 20 pips, like here. Yes, this is 20 pips. And my risk, I'm supposed to lose $100. What I need to know if standard rate in each pip I will be losing how much. So we know a standard rate in each pip will be losing $10. So if I use a standard rate on my 20 pips, that means I will be losing $200. Do I need to lose $200? No, my target is to lose $100. That means I'm going to go to cut the lot size into half. Instead of using standard rate, I'm going to use 0.5. That means if I use 0.5 lot size, by the time I lose 20 pips, I'm going to lose $100, and that is my target. My target is to lose $100 in each trade. Now, for example, in my edge, if I lose $100 in each, I'm risking $100 in each trade. Remember, we are saying we risk 1-to-1 to instill our beliefs in our mind, so that to get that trust that we can make money in the market. So out of 20 trades, I always win 15 and I lose 5. By the time I've finished my 20 trades, I would have lost. I would have win 1,500. If I remove that $500 that I've lost in 5 trades, I will remain with 1,000. That means I must risk equally in each trade. Equally. So if it is the distance is like this 20 pips, the distance is 20 pips, that means I will not use the standard rate on this trade. I'm going to use 0.5. I want you to understand this, to grab this, because it is very important. And you never hear anyone telling you. They will just tell you risk management, risk what, there you go. But me, I'm giving you the holy grail of trading. If you are risking equal on each trade, it is going to help you after a series of trades to come out as winner. But if you risk $500 on this trade, $10 on this trade, $50 on this trade, you are not sure of what you are doing. It is not consistent. And we are here to make the consistent income in a long run Me, I'm not creating gamblers. I'm creating traders who will make money in a consistent way. You're having 1,000, 2,000, 3,000. After 5 years, you are millionaires. So you have to stick with this one. Now, for example, on another trade, let me say, like here on this nail, I can say, now I'm going to measure. I see the distance which is there. Remember, my stop loss will always be here. Let me measure and I say. Now, like here, let us say there is 10 pips. For example, let us say there is 10 pips. My stop loss must be in 10 pips. Remember, the other time it was 20 pips. Now my stop loss is telling me to put in 10 pips. I will not move my stop loss to go in 20 pips because I must risk 20. I must risk 20 pips. No, I'm going to risk 10 pips on this trade. After risking 10 pips on this trade, I will now increase the lot size. Now I will say a standard loss on each pip I'm losing how many? $10. If it is 10 pips, on 10 pips I will lose how many? $100. Now I'm going to use a standard lot on this trade. And on the other trade, I used 0.5 lot size. Here I'm using a standard lot. But what is the result? If I lose both those two trades, I will lose $100 on each trade. Even though the distance was not the same, but I've lost the equally. That's what I want you to do. Because if you lose equal on each trade, because now we are going to be trading mechanically. To instill that trust in your mind, you need to trade mechanically. And guys, if you say that what you are saying it is not true, I'm supposed to risk $200 on each trade, $50 on each trade, another trade I risk $500, write it in the comment. And if you know that what I'm talking, it is making sense to you, say, son of Sam, we are the man. So we will not be risking in dollar, we will not be risking in pips, we'll be risking each trade in a dollar value. Because why am I telling you that you are supposed to risk in dollar values? It will not help you to make trading errors. Because sometimes if you are risking in pips, you will make trading errors. You may find your strategy is telling you that stop loss is supposed to be in 20 pips or 30 pips. But because for you are risking in pip value, you will put that stop loss on $20, and your edge is telling you stop loss. You will put your stop loss in 20 pips, and your edge is telling you that stop losses must be in $30. But for you, because someone taught you the risk management, you are supposed to risk equally on each trade. You are going to bring your stop loss in $20. Then the market is going to step to hit you, then it continues in your direction. Are you seeing that mistake? You are not the edge is not the problem, but your risk management is problem. So guys, grab this. We must risk in dollar values. We just change the lot sizes when we are trading until it balances with what we are supposed to lose. If it is $100 on each trade, if you start first trade, each trade you must lose $100, $100 until you hit your target. I always tell you 20 trades. You can make 30, you can even make 40. You can even decide, for me, I will check my profit when it is 100 trades. Yes, but what you need to do, don't die and live on one trade. I've seen great traders, they die on one trade. I had one of my friend, he had a great month. He was making hundreds and hundreds of million, but one trade killed him. Only one trade. Don't live and die on one trade. He was going even to borrow his account. He said, bro, let me add the money. I can't allow that trade to kill me. And he said, I will never do it again. He told me, man, I can't sleep at night. And then I asked him, why are you not sleeping? Because that trade is killing me. I said, the right thing to do, move out of that trade. You will sleep. I promise you. And indeed, he moved out of that trade, but he had lost a lot of money. And he has never come back up today. Because for me, I've been in the market. I remember Mr. Tucker, what he said, there is nothing new under the sun, especially in stock markets. Because what is happening today has ever happened before, and it will ever happen again. So I'm telling you guys, you don't make the same mistakes. Don't live and die on one trade. Let us trade each trade equally. If we trade each trade equally, and we have backtested our edge, I'm telling you, you are rest assured, you are already on the winning side. But you must risk. Our risk must be in dollar value, not in pips. By the way, now I'm telling you, that you must risk equal on each trade. Equal on each trade. But there are very many formulas in risk management. And there is the formula that I developed. My own formula that I developed. There is no one who taught me, but I developed it when I was using what we call journaling. I was winning on a losing trade and winning on a winning trade. Some people, they have started scratching their heads thinking it is impossible. Impossible is the word found only in the dictionary of fools. I'm going to explain it very well today. So what did I do? Every trade I used to take, I used to journal. So when I went back in my journaling, I found before the trade hits my stop loss, at least it first gives me over 10 pips. Every time the trade is going to hit my stop loss, at least it gives me 7 pips. Every time the trade is going to hit my stop loss, at least it gives me 8 pips. So I developed my risk management and it made wonders. I was winning on a losing trade and I was winning on a winning trade. So I decided every time the market gives me 5 pips, I'll take some partials, 30%. I first keep it. We are here to make money. I first take it aside, then I leave the market unfold. If that market continues on my side and it hits my take profit, there is no problem. I've already won. I get my 30% that I've won when the market gave me 5 pips, and I take my 70%. And if the market is going against me, 10 pips, I had to cut 50%, because remember I've entered with a big growth. But that thing to happen, it happens on my 40 trade, because every trade used to give me that 5 pips. That means there was higher chances of each trade to give me 5 pips. So I continued doing that, entering with some big growth size. Then every time the market gives me 5 pips, I just take profit. I let the runners run. Every time it gives me 5 pips, I take that profit. And you know what I was teaching my brain? They were telling me, man, we are winners. We are winning, man, on each trade. And that thing is instilled trust in my mind. After instilling trust in my mind, I started winning in the market. But I'm telling you not to use it now, because there is consequences of it. You are not disciplined. You are going to enter with big growth size. After entering with big growth size, then when the market goes against you, after 10 pips, you will say, no, at least let me leave it reach 20. I will cut it when it is in 20, then it will go in 30, then you will end up messing up. And remember, when you lose the money that you are not comfortable with losing, you will make a mistake. I promise you will make a mistake. Always plan what you are going to risk before you enter trade. Mark Dargar has explained it very well. The good time to think about your risk management is before you enter trade. If you start thinking when you are in the market, bro, I'm telling you, you are going to mess up. And even he had his word that I used to like, when you enter in the market, stop thinking. You are supposed to think when you are backtesting your edge. You are supposed to think when you are listening to the audio of Son of Sam and you decide what to do. And guys, write in the comment, you say, stop thinking when we are in the trade. Stop thinking. Stop thinking, it is going to help you. And apart from that, my formula, there was also the guy that I've already told you about called Take. Take was a great trader in 1792. People, they may say I've made a mistake. No, 1792, guys, they were traders, because the New York Stock Exchange was opened by that time. On the Wall Streets of the New York, on the street called the Wall Street in the New York. That's where we got even the name called the Wall Street. People, they don't know where it even came from. They just say, me, I work on the Wall Street. But the Wall Street, it is where there is a New York Stock Exchange in New York. The other time, there was no internet. People, they used to go in New York Stock Exchange to buy stocks and sell their stocks. So there was a guy called Take. Take could sit and wait like river crocodile. You know river crocodile? You have never went on safari there in Kenya. The animals, when there is a desert this side, the animals, they always cross the river. When they are crossing the river, the crocodile, they eat. And again, they stop for another warrior waiting for another season. But they eat, they make sure that that food is going to make them pass the warrior. So Take was using also his formula. By the way, I used the formula of Take was also his risk management made wonders to me. What I'm telling you, you'll never find it to anyone. That's why you need to stick this channel, subscribe. The link is in the subscription. Join our Telegram group. We'll be even giving out prop farms. Someone is saying, why are you benefiting from? We are doing all that because God has done wonders to us. Some people, if you tell us where we came from, like me, I was born in the area where there is no internet, but now I'm making money on the internet. Can you believe that? Why can't I teach people? Why can't I give people prop farm? They will also change life like me. So join our Telegram group. We are helping therapy and everything. So Mr. Take had his risk management was so interesting and it was good. For him, he said, I'm risking $100 on each trade. When the market gives him $200, he moves his stop to $100. He leave another $100 moving. If it gives him $500, $200 again, he moves his stop to $100. If it continues giving him, he continues moving, trading his stop. I'm just giving an example of $100, but for him, he could give the market a big area so that even if it makes swing low, it is not going to step him out. It will continue in his direction. And remember, there is when the market goes crazy. In a bull run, the market just ran crazy. So that's what happened in the bull run of 1810. That guy made hundreds of money using his risk management formula. But it is not for the weak, because there are many times the market will come back and stop you out. It will hit your stop loss. But he keeps trading his stop loss, He made hundreds of millions just on a single trade using his risk management. So that's what I'm telling you. There are very many formulas of risk management. But if you're not making money in the market, I'm telling you, stick to 1-to-1 risk reward ratio. You first instill that belief that you can make money. By the way, in the market, even if you have $100, risk $2. At the end of 20 trades, if you see you have made $10, Wesuneko Ugambe, I'm on the right track. I'm going to make money in this market. So I'm concluding saying, if you have a risk reward ratio of 1-to-2, 1-to-5, 1-to-10, and you're not making money, I think now you know the problem. If you say what I'm explaining to you, it is wrong, write in the comment, same son of Sam, you are wrong. If you have understood what I've explained to you, write in the comment, you say what you are saying is right, and I'm going to start doing it. Because me, it was what I was doing before I ran a good risk management, and it is what I'm doing even now. I can increase my risk. Even me, I can trade 1-to-10, because for me, I mastered this game. I'm telling you, I mastered this game, because for me, I sleep trading, I eat trading, I dream trading. Everything I do, it is trading. I even have my friend, he also became trader, because every time I'm with him, we are talking about trading. He told me, do you know that now I'm also one of the greatest traders because of you? And he has never entered in the market, but the market is going to welcome him one day. So what I'm telling you, that is it. There is no any risk management you will find in the market which is better than this. So to conclude our video, we have said, we have talked the mathematics of expectancy. What are you willing to risk and what are you willing to get? Then we talked about there is a cost of everything. If you are risking 1-to-10, you are going to lose many trades before you win. And my question was, can you win? Can you manage to lose 10 trades and your brain come back and make that money? Then I told you my formula that I developed when I was journaling. I also gave you the formula of TAC. Even if you like your sister, you can't get married together. I think let us end the video now.